streaming live on WECT.com and the WECT News app.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Frances Weller.
And I'm John Evans. We are following three top stories tonight. One man charged with murder in a 4-year-old shooting case. Cedric Burnett is accused of killing 14-year-old Aljon Williams in Wilmington. In just a few minutes, we'll hear from the victim's mother and the DA about the major break in that case.
Issues for Wave Transit continues. The state approved $700,000 for the transit system, but still hasn't handed over the money. Some of it will be released tomorrow, but if the rest doesn't come through, that could create major problems.
Day 2 of opening statements in President Trump's impeachment trial continuing at this hour. House managers diving deep into their first charge, abuse of power. We'll follow all of these top stories throughout tonight's newscast. But first, we have a story that is new tonight at 6. We have learned an outside investigation is being launched into a video that has left many of you unsettled.
We're talking about the WECT News exclusive video that shows what happened when deputies responded to a call that an 8-year-old child was left alone and naked in a car outside of a bar. That child's father is a Wilmington police lieutenant. WECT's Ashley Kazakowski joins us now. Ashley, this video caught the attention of a state lawmaker.
Well, that's right. Representative William Brisson tells me he was so bothered by what he saw on this video, he took action. He asked the State Department of Health and Human Services to look into how this case was handled.
She was naked peeing in the parking lot.
So 20 minutes ago, she was naked, peeing in the middle of the parking lot. No dad around.
We first showed you this video earlier this week. We argued in court for its release, and a judge agreed. The video shows what happens after a worker at a bar calls 911 after hearing the girl cry out for help. Her father, Police Lieutenant Matthew Malone, and his wife were at an Oktoberfest celebration. Malone told deputies she got wet, his daughter did, and wanted to take a nap, so he took off her clothes, put her under a blanket, and left her in the car. According to the sheriff's office, what happened here did not meet the criteria of general statutes for any crimes. DSS was notified and conducted a follow-up with the Malone family. Representative Brisson from Bladen County says he watched our report and he believes an outside investigation is necessary to make sure all this was handled properly. This afternoon, Brisson says DHHS secretary, the office there, confirmed it is looking into what happened. I also just got off the phone a short time ago with Senator Harper Peterson, who represents New Hanover County in the General Assembly. His office is reviewing the laws on the books in North Carolina and in other states to determine if state law here needs to be strengthened to better protect children who are left alone in cars. Only 20 states, by the way, have laws making it illegal to leave a child unattended in a car. North Carolina does not.
Now to new video of an arrest made in connection to our first top story, the shooting death of a teenager. This is the moment investigators arrested Cedric Burnett for murder. A viewer sent us this video. In it, you can hear the police canine barking as officers yell at Burnett to get out of his car with his hands up. Now, this happened Wednesday night during a traffic stop in the city on Grace Street. WECT's Alex Garino talked with Aljon Williams' mom today after the arrest happened. How did she react to all this news, Alex?
John, it was a very emotional day for Portia Williams and her entire family. It's been 4 years since her son Aljon was shot and killed. Until now, no one has been charged.
We never stop looking. We never stop trying.
It's been 4 years of investigating.
He took my baby. He took my son, and the sky was the limit, 14 years old.
And 4 years of heartbreak, waiting for justice for Aljon Williams. Police say he was walking home on January 3rd, 2016, when shots rang out near Stewart Circle and Emery Street. Today, Aljon's mother, Portia Williams, thanked investigators for all of their work over the years.
WPD for being in touch with me when I call, calling me back, meeting with me whenever I need them to meet with me. They've been incredible.
It's a never-ending struggle to help bring justice for these victims in these cases, and these detectives, the relentless efforts that they put in day and night it makes me proud of the career that I chose.
The wait isn't over, but for Wilmington police, the struggle for answers ended Wednesday night when they arrested 23-year-old Cedric Burnett after forensic evidence linked him to Williams' murder. As Burnett sits in jail without bond, the district attorney's office is getting to work.
We say to our children, never give up, and we owe our special duty to children to not give up when something happens like this to them.
Aljon's mother knows their journey to justice isn't over, but says through faith and family, she'll get through it.
It was a tragedy, but he didn't die in vain. He was sacrificed for a whole lot of people. Tell your loved ones you love them daily, because tomorrow is not promised. And just get your life right with God, with the Creator.
Though so much time has passed, Williams says she never lost hope and feels confident the man accused of murdering her son will be convicted.
But we will do everything we can. If we can't bring joy back to the Williams family, we do intend to bring them justice.
Burnett was issued a capital defender and is being held without bond. You can read much more about the story on WECT.com. Fran.
New at 6, 18 people have been arrested and 12 others are wanted after a year-long narcotics investigation. Oak Island police say the arrests were part of the town's New Year's resolution roundup. Over the last year, they worked with neighboring agencies to reduce the sale of illegal narcotics in the area. Chief Wilburn Ingram says the investigation led to a total of 105 felonies and 29 misdemeanors. All right, we're taking a live look right now in downtown Wilmington. Things look okay for now, but there could be some rain tomorrow. Let's check in with meteorologist Eric Davis.
All right, Eric, is it going to be warm when those showers arrive? It's still going to be a cold evening.
It's going to be not as cold as it has been certainly the last couple of evening. Temperatures are only falling into the 40s tonight, 60s on tap for tomorrow. Let's take a look at a time lapse from the New Earth Motors First Alert Sky Camera Network. You can see partly to at times mostly cloudy skies, but in spite of that, here in Wilmington, we actually were able to see enough sunshine to warm our temperatures into the low 60s, and we should be even a little bit warmer as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. Here is a look at your Friday forecast. Mostly starting dry, a lot of clouds around, but much milder than it has been, about 50 degrees as you wake up tomorrow morning, and then mid-60s on tap for tomorrow afternoon. Best chance of rain, though, is going to be tomorrow night. There could be a few light showers around during the day, but the better bet for significant rain and maybe even a embedded thunderstorm will be for tomorrow night. We'll see what's in store for the weekend, and of course your Get Fit for 6 forecast in just a few moments.
Happening now, the group in charge of determining the future of New Hanover Regional Medical Center is meeting once again. They sent out a request for proposals a couple weeks ago. Tonight, they plan to begin investigating what it would mean for the hospital to stay independent. This is a live look at that meeting at the County Government Center. WECT's Emily Featherstone is there and will have a full report tonight on WECT News at 11.
Also happening right now, House managers in the second day of making their case for President Trump's impeachment. They've spent most of the day laying out how the charge of abuse of power they believe fits constitutional grounds for impeachment. The president's legal team has called the impeachment case invalid. They say it doesn't name an actual crime. But Democrats used past statements Republicans made during the Clinton impeachment 20 years ago, that a crime does not have to exist. One of those statements came from South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who said today he's against calling new witnesses in this trial.
I want to end this thing sooner rather than later.
If they want new stuff, there's plenty of it.
We're streaming the proceedings from the floor of the U.S. Senate live. You can watch them. Click on the red banner that you find on top of the WECT.com homepage. Part of the funding owed to Wave Transit could be released tomorrow.
Even though they'll still be short thousands of dollars, the director is confident about the future. And Penderley Middle School athletes will no longer have to travel for practice and games.
They'll soon have their own home field to play on.